Kaet Must Die is hard. Like tightrope walking hard. Sure, once you find your footing, it's not so bad, but there's always a small chance that a gust of wind will come around and knock you ever so slightly off course, and slightly off course is all it takes. Horror boiled down to its simplest ingredients, but no less intriguing because of it, Kaet Must Die is an unrelenting arcade-like horror experience, ditching survival in favor of timed sprints. Its directness has a niche appeal, but it is undeniably fun for what it is. A young woman named Catherine awakens in the sewers. From the onset, it's clear these sewers are not part of the regular city infrastructure. Long neglected and lined with near-mummified corpses, these dank caverns are illuminated solely by scant flashes of power and glowing fungi. The down-and-out aesthetic of the game is immediately appealing, marrying the neon-drenched noir of Cyberpunk with the dark occult of subterranean horror. Opening level cutscenes and discarded notes are the sole narrative force, however these small glimpses of story are well constructed, coaxing the player to push ahead and uncover more of the mystery. Confined in a micro-maze each level, players must complete a given task within the allotted time frame, escaping to the next stage. Run out of time and your host comes to pay you a visit, not something you'll be keen on experiencing more than once. Kaet has no health bar, as one hit from an enemy is all it takes to bring her down. Instead, Kaet has a sanity meter. Spend too long in the dark and you'll receive another visit. Again, avoid this. There are no waypoint markers and no in-game clues save for press F to pick up objects. The first of these objects Kaet finds are the aforementioned glowing fungi. These serve to light the way should you need it and will restore your sanity meter as long as you stay in their glow. Exploring the sewers, Kaet will find notes, graffiti, and other physical evidence left by the previous group of people looped into this trap, providing clues on how to progress. The puzzles seem cryptic at first, but after familiarizing yourself with the level's layout, reveal their process. So, what's so hard about fetching a bunch of items in the dark under a time limit? Kaet must watch her step. Every step. With a horde of ravenous, half-conscious zombies lining these tight corridors, navigation is a literal nightmare. Factor in moving enemies too, and fetching that one item to carry across the level becomes an outrageously suspenseful task. As Kaet progresses, she unlocks her innate psionic powers. These can be used strategically, though the challenge each stage is upped far greater than any bit of Kaet's blood magic can ever even the odds. These powers add a nice variety to the game, but they don't make it any easier. Visually, the game looks quite good for an independent production. Texture work, lighting, and sound design are attuned to make the game as scary as possible. The slight lilt of cartoonish character modeling plastered against highly detailed environments gives the game an incredibly charming old-school horror aesthetic, reminiscent of a Cosmatos film in being terrifyingly dank without sacrificing its broad color palette. Character animations are less praiseworthy, but since you see so little of Kaet in the third person, it's hardly an issue of note. Kaet Must Die is haunted house horror up to the next level. The fidelity and shock of the sound production and enemy design ensures jolts never get old, and the cyberpunk setting is truly fun to explore. Progress comes slow in Kaet Must Die, and I've barely scratched the surface of the game thanks to its unforgiving difficulty. However, despite its repetitious nature, I've never found it unfair, though it could be argued the game is unbalanced. Fans of fast-paced, jump-scare horror like Slender should give it a look as long as they don't mind heartbreaking upsets and heavy memorization.